Living in America as a black person, you recognize there is one set of laws for you and one set of laws for those, especially in the white community. In our book, Passive Aggressive Racism in the System of White Supremacy, I take you through times in my life when I first started noticing white supremacy. We teach you how to recognize it, identify it, and also counter it in our book. This book is a beginner's course for those that are just starting to wake up and open their eyes to see the system of white supremacy. As a black American person, you must understand this system because this system is life or death to you. How you handle it, how you deal with it, it can affect your mental health if you don't understand this system. Pick up our book, Passive Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy, today on Amazon.
Peace, family. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm so pleased to be a contributor here on African Diaspora News Channel. I'm your sister with the curly braids. As you come in, please make sure you come in giving us a big thumbs up, share this broadcast. We ask that you do that because it makes it more likely that other folks will know that we're here. Many of you already know that we are the counter voice to members of the dominant society. So when you share and like this broadcast and engage, you cause our collective Black voice to be strengthened and to be an effective counter voice. And we want to thank you so very much. Speaking for your interest, don't ever forget that. Yes? So listen to this. Listen to this Business Insider headline. It says, why Biden's confrontation of Putin has barely moved his low polling with Americans. I've been on the record for the longest calling out the Democratic Party and the authoritarian Democratic regime that is the Joe Biden, Kamala Harris administration, because I said from the jump, before this thing even had legs and starting to get traction, I told y'all on this platform and other spaces that Joe Biden and the authoritarian Democrats were using the Ukraine-Russia situation, and in my opinion, in my humble opinion, intentionally fomenting and ginning up the drama here in America to deflect from his low poll numbers here in the United States, and from the fact that some of his most ardent bootlicks, even some of his most faithful bootlicks, like the Reverend Al Sharpton and them, and members of the Urban League, NAACP and stuff, they're even showing some disgust with the Joe Biden administration and Kamala Harris and them because they're doing everything for everybody else. LGBT getting some legislation or executive orders, I should say. Illegal immigrants that come here and break federal law, they're getting hookups and stuff. White Afghans are getting hookups and stuff. Somebody talk Black to me. Members of the AAPI community, getting the hookups and stuff. And the people that put him in office made sure they got him over the finish line. We're still getting nothing. So they're doing all of this miscellaneous, superficial stuff to give the appearance of a victory for Black America when it's nothing substantive. If you're not talking about cutting the check, baby, go sit down somewhere. Because they're cutting it for everybody else. Non-citizens, they're illegal immigrants, I'm told, based on some reports that I read, where in some parts of New York, illegal immigrants, I shouldn't say illegal immigrants, but people that are non-citizens, they have some voting rights as basically residents or some similar status. Make it make sense. You can't make sense out of nonsense, but I digress. This Business Insider says, again, why Biden's confrontation of Putin has barely moved his low polling numbers with Americans. It says the main bullet points, it says, is President Biden hasn't received a Ukraine-related polling bump despite approval of his leadership. Experts tell Insider they don't expect that to change anytime. Rather, this is yet another example of the decline of the rally round the flag effect. This is what I was telling y'all from the jump. When all else fails, this wasn't happening to George Bush. George Bush was one of the worst presidents in modern history. I mean, Lord. Clinton did this. When they're having polling numbers, when they're having problems as being terrible, horrible leaders, they deflect the war. And Americans get confused and distracted, and they deflect to an enemy across the water somewhere and forget all about the problems in America and holding the powers that shouldn't be, I said, accountable. So that's what they're talking about. They're letting you know there's an actual historical pattern of deflection when it's about rally around the flag. They know that that's normally a go-to strategy. Go to war, gin up a war, support a war to deflect. Why? Because the Democrats are concerned that they may not hold on to the House or the Senate come November. And shortly after that, in a year or two, we're gonna be hearing nothing but nonstop presidential election chit chat campaign and all that. So they're trying to get in where they fit in, because they're not. If they had done something substantive for Black folks, we could help to run interference because we have an interest in running interference. We ain't got nothing to do with you allowing illegal immigrants to come to America and you giving them executive privileges. We don't have no reason to run to the polls for Afghans. God bless them, but that ain't got nothing to do with us. You talking about helping out the Ukrainians and cutting checks for them. We ain't, and bringing them over here, I should say, which means it's going to cost us money. Thousands, tens of thousands. We don't, what we look like running to the polls for. Talk black to me. So we want the Biden-Harris administration to know you're still a loser. God, today somebody put some capital L's in the chat. Just put one big L in the chat for loser. And y'all tag them to let them know they still lose. You got a unbroken record, an unmitigated record of just loss and losery. The word losery is from the Victionary, not the dictionary. The Victionary is a book of words, my words. Losery. God, today. But that's all I got for you today, family. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Twitter, my Facebook page, YouTube at Vicki Dillard or Dillard Vicki. It should pop up. Follow and subscribe. Beloved, I got some yummy things and some powerful announcements to make very soon. I can't wait to see you there. Go to my website at onpurposewithvicki.com so that you can get the replay of some of my yummy spiritual courses that will change your natural life. I promise you, if you do the work, and some of my products and services, physical and digital. I can't wait to see you. It's onpurposewithvicki.com. The link should be below. I can't wait to see you again.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and download the African Diaspora News Channel app, now available on Google Play and the Apple App Store.